are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that. Absolutely fascinating. That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative. He dare dictate you the same old, every single day, without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone.
6 out of 6. What do you think of that? A win's a win. That's all I've got to say. A win's a win. Absolutely made up with that. And, you know, what can you say about this bloody team of ours? A mow again with a pen. It was a soft pen, but it was a pen. It was a pen. And Darryl, I can't watch Nunes anymore, sorry, but seriously, get him gone, says. Darryl, Callum says, Steve Macker, arse-licking Madrid again. He's such an Evertonian. Yeah. Alisson's so good again, says Callum. Yes, it's as though he's never been away. 6 out of 6, says Yusuf, absolutely. Still chop a boat league, says Edward. Carries on by saying Nunes was bad. I'll be talking to Sean in a minute about this, to be honest. And Darryl says, hopefully we get a proper 9 in the summer. Go all out for Isaac. I'm not being funny, but be different with, you know, to our owners like spending. That's the only thing I've got to say about them. Lead the Whiz Kid, big up the Reds, even in Frank and chat. And Sean, like and share, folks. Yes, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. And a nice, comfy, stress-free game after Newcastle, says Lee. Was it though? I know it was easy, you know. It wasn't easy. We were giving them, I don't know. Anyway, Sean.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've got my bags packed and I'm ready for Liverpool. So, yeah, I mean, what can you say about the game? It look, 6 out of 6.
Yeah.
Do you know? I mean, we could analyze it, overanalyze it, complain, argue, whatever, debate. 6 out of 6. I mean, where did you get that? I mean, it's fantastic. The only thing I would have done just at the start I would have given Gravenberch a rest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would have.
But who did you put there? Who did you put there?
Well, I know that this wouldn't really be an ideal, and I know that Sloot isn't really in favour of him. But I'd put Endo.
Endo.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just felt that Gravenberch wasn't his self against Newcastle, and he looked a bit tired, and I just thought save him for the weekend.
I know I've got a thing up there. I can't. No, it's just going up above. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do you want me to read out some of the?
No more like, oh, for fuck's sake! This thing keeps coming up, and we won.
I'm having to bless Frank about 4 or 5 times there. A few F-bombs, and he's wearing the black as well. Oh my God.
I've got my dog collar underneath.
He's got his dog collar and he's effing and blinding like a sailor. I'll tell you.
You know that particular game, though. What do you think of Nunes? Like Nunes, I don't know what. He missed a sit. That was a sitter that he had in the first few minutes. You know, when he was through and he just hit it and the goalkeeper saved it. But it's not just them. You get the ball outside there. Why doesn't someone have a shot?
Like I was talking about this on AKM LFC there last night, and obviously the Darwin conversation had come up, and I know Martin had said it looks as though the rest of the players don't seem to want to pass the ball to him. So when you're in a situation like that, then you know the delivery, as Anfield Roar says, frankly, you're delivering a box of milk tray. Oh, I think he's referring to what we're dressed up as there. Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
The milk tray. I thought you were talking about the delivery to Nunes there, but who would want to be a player in this day and age with all the criticism out there? We all want to see him do well, but I had this conversation with the chat last week, and someone had said a Darwin something other, Darwin fan, or I don't know who it was on your chat, said we need to give him another 3 years. That's not going to happen, especially at this standard. So I think this would be his last season.
See, what I was thinking of as well, I just can't. I wanted Jota, to have some minutes tonight.
He didn't even travel, I don't think.
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah. And
I really thought, because he's training. He's fucking training. And I thought, get a few minutes. And I can't wait for him to come back.
Well, again, that was brought up. And they went on about, him being injury prone. But as you said, you can't do much about a player landing on you. So, I mean, I wouldn't really take that on board. Maybe he might improve, or he might. I mean, he is, other than Salah, he is certainly one of our best finishers there. I would have him wearing the number 9 jersey without a doubt. But I definitely think if Nunes goes this season, at the end of this season, we need a proper striker. And I know that there's been a few names thrown out there. That's all well and good if you're drawing up a list for Santa, but Santa doesn't come. Santa doesn't come in the summer.
Exactly, never comes in the summer,
and definitely doesn't because FSG would be more likely to deliver a bag of coal.
I'm wish. Frankie, usually living in a box of milk today, later. I don't know what to do. You live in them. And he carries on saying, Baz watched this match. It was like we was 10% effort. Yeah, great. I've said it lots recently, but Nunes looks shot to bits for me. Even the anyway. To be in this team, you need to be elite as a starter. Nunes isn't elite.
But we weren't saying that, when we were faced with Real Madrid and Man City. I mean, we definitely have short-term memories. I mean, we're all saying that he played his best performance at the club. Now,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at his price tag, you look at the position he plays in, you look at the amount of assists and amount of goals, you'd say that's not a good return. And yes, stats matter at the end of the day. If he's not providing that, then yes, we have to maybe consider, parting ways. But there's no player that puts on a Liverpool jersey that, should be ridiculed until, not ridiculed, but certainly get online abuse or anything like that. Online abuse is one thing, but, feedback of how well or how badly they've played, that's another thing. And I just think he's a workhorse. He tracks back. That's great. But we need him to do the basic things, and that's put the bloody ball in the net.
He just put it in the net, and when he does score, the super goals, but
amazing.
It's too infrequent for me, if you know what I mean. It's like anything else. I was watching today. I was watching Fernando Torres, and the amount of goals he scored, 81 goals in like 140 matches he played for us. And some of the goals he scored were unbelievable. And I'm talking about very difficult ones, but also like the chance tonight, Darwin had, and he should have buried that. I really thought, I was expecting him, to go, yes, get in there. But again, against the goalkeeper. Now, Torres would have put that away. I think Jota would have put that away as well. But again, it's hard for me to. I don't like criticising any Liverpool player, but you've got to be critical sometimes.
Of course you do.
Unfortunately, I'm not making him out to be a scapegoat by any thing. Anyway, Christopher says, "Hi everyone, great result. Top of the leagues, exactly." Paul Burke, Paul's a friend of mine, and he says, "Good evening, boys. I'd watch that. That decision making very poor at times. Nunes losing faith in him, to be honest." See, sure no, says the Anfield. I've never said that about Nunes. Let's be honest, lad. Since he came, it's been error-prone performances after error, terrible performances. He isn't a natural finisher. He can't hold the ball up.
Well, now Anfield Roar, I wasn't saying anything about you or about your comments specifically. I was talking in general, and I don't disagree with your comment there. I don't disagree with it at all. There are people that have made comparisons with Haaland and Nunes, and there's absolutely zero comparison. I mean, you can't make that comparison. Haaland, all round, is a fantastic player, and he's strong, and he can hold the ball, and he can finish it. He's just not had a great run either. But Nunes is not someone that you would think is going to. If you've got fit players, if you're a squad of fit players, you don't necessarily think Nunes is going to make the team, where you do with Salah. And Salah's a winger, and Nunes is a number 9. Your number 9 should really be there with the goalkeeper. And Nunes is not that player.
Do you remember when he missed that penalty? Was it last season or the season before? And I thought, because he kept hitting the post, didn't he? You know, game after game, and
I know, yeah.
He hit the post.
There was a stat that he's hit the post more times than anyone in the season or something like that.
It's something mad, yeah.
Oh, it was very unfortunate.
IBR says, evenings on Franco and King Shawnino.
I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
Young Callum says, Mbappe has just finished a chance Nunes had today. You see,
we must be linked with Nunes or with Mbappe then, so.
I compare Nunes to players we could have had. Wizzy at Brentford is more consistent. Mabumo, again, more consistent. Chris Wood, more consistent. We have Nunes when we should have someone understudy to Jota. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
And as he says, he's answering what he said before. No, Sean, I know you wasn't, mate. I just can't have this Nunes get away with criticism, and yet Robbo has one bad 10 minutes and people. Yeah, I think that's fair to, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Look, I mean, I'll always call it down the line. And I mean, I've been criticised in the past for doing that, and call all sorts. So I've no problem, Anfield Roar, in calling a spade. And, you know, the long and short of it is that Nunes is nowhere near as good as we need him to be.
Do you know what? I want to get rid of 2 wardrobes. And
you want to get rid of 2 wardrobes? Yeah.
Was that like scratching?
That's the bloody dogs.
Fucking hell, I thought it was like me came out of my wardrobe.
Hold on till I'm going to just quieten them down a bit. Bear with me, Frank.
Okay. No props. IBR says, I would take Ollie Watkins and Pedro over Nunes. And with Nunes, says the Anfield, I don't 8 on him because I like to. But eventually, he has not impressed me. I think you speak for a lot of people there at Anfield, you know. I don't hate any of our players, and being honest. The only criticism I do give, to be honest, is Darwin. You know, the chances he's missed. And I'm talking over the seasons. He should be our leading goal scorer with the chances. That chance tonight, I just shook my head. So, that game was awful to watch today. Their pitch is tiny. That's a good point, that, Callum. I thought that as well.
It wasn't a great game, but I mean, you know, and the pitch was tiny. But look, I mean, we have it in the bag. We're through to the next round. You know.
Yeah, I think it's great for us. You know, we're in the next round. We'll be seeded as well, which is good. Most probably we'll get PSG or Real Madrid. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Well, anyway.
They're playing tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Callum said that Mbappe scored like the chance that Darwin had tonight. If you know what I mean. He's just put a chance away like Darwin. Anyway, Paul Baker, like you both, don't like to be hard on the Reds. Players, but think it was said last week, if we had a number 9, he was hitting the 10 to 15 goals a season, like he should. How good would that be? He gets the chances, of course. Paul, you know that, you know the score. And again, we could look at it's, you know, the goal difference. He's only got to put half of them away, the goal difference, and go right up, you know. And you know what it's like. The Anfield Road. I especially like the Man United rejects at Girona getting beat. I hate that Blind and Van de Beek silly sod all over Diaz for the penalty. Plus Girona are one of them City Group feeder clubs, so it's great. Yet they are. I forget who else who feeds. Is it PSG? I think PSG as well. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know that.
They are a feeder club. Man City are. So it was nice. And Callum says, yeah, Madrid are winning 1-0. See, he's what you call a multitasker, as our young Callum. He's watching the game and chatting on here.
Could you look after these dogs as well, Callum?
Oh, yeah, they are. See, multitasking. He can bring them out for a walk.
I'll tell you, bring them out for a walk while watching us, while watching the game.
Exactly. You know, a virtual young man he is.
Take
dogs for walks, watches a game, chats on here, makes love to the lamppost. And
isn't it his birthday? It's his birthday soon, isn't it?
It's just gone. It was last
just
Saturday.
Gone? Yeah, happy birthday,
yeah.
Belated happy birthday.
Yes. IBR says, I don't hate Nunes, but for me, he's a squad player. But some of our fans feel the need to give him a free pass. You're right there. That's a cracking little comment, honestly. It is cracking little, and they do give him a free pass. Why not turn Nunes into a midfielder? He'd suit that role. He runs like N'Golo Kante, Ronaldo, that type of player, says Callum.
I don't know.
He might be a good ball boy. And the Anfield Roar says, Frankie and Sean, did you get frustrated with Sloot? Not yet. Yeah, I really thought he would have taken Darwin off a lot sooner. I really did.
Yeah. Obviously, he knows something more than we do. But I think, I would not have had Gravenberch on. I would not have played him tonight. I would have had him on the bench because he looked absolutely exhausted against Newcastle. He's played an enormous amount of games, and the same with Salah. I don't know whether it had been too early to play Elliott, but I certainly would have put Endo there. Trent, I would have left. I have no problem starting Trent.
See, it's all opinions, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all based on. But I was just made up to keep a clean sheet and win the game, penalty or no penalty. I was just absolutely delighted. Because we
underestimated them.
I don't know, the first half, in the first 5 minutes, I said, we're going to batter these. They're not a good side. That's the problem. They are not they're not even a good side in La Liga, if you know what I mean. And I thought, we're going to stuff these here. But we didn't. We didn't stuff them when we should have done. But I think Jay phoned me up, and he said, it's like a training match, this. We were never in danger. The only danger we had was in, the first half when that fella. How does he miss that? When he hit fresh air.
The double save by Ali.
No, the ball went across. Hang on. The ball went across. Excuse me. The ball went across and the fella just hit fresh air.
Oh.
Do you remember it now?
Yeah, I do.
God blimey, and I thought, that should have gone in. Now, I wonder how Liverpool would have reacted to that.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Maybe liven them up. I just think that they were told to take it easy, to be honest. That's me, anyway.
Yeah, well, it was a nothing game, to be honest with you. We're through to the next round. I think it was still important to win, and we won that. So, all good.
Well, IBR says we should have played Morton and rested Gravenberch. That's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Sloot, no matter, he's not like Klopp.
No,
He doesn't. He's too. He's too cautious, might as well say, about putting in youngsters. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The likes of Martin. Whereas, what would Klopp have done? You know, where we are in the league and everything else, you know, the European League, where we are, would he have risked a couple more youngsters in that team to give the likes of Gravenberch a rest? And this is why I keep saying it. This is why we need a number 6.
Yeah.
He's got no trust whatsoever with Endo. He's got no trust with him whatsoever.
Clearly he doesn't. Yeah, clearly he doesn't. I mean, it's obvious. But he is going to start having to play those youngsters if we don't bring in reinforcements in January. He's going to be forced to do it because come these domestic cups, they're coming in quick and fast. We're going to have to field young lads, especially the Carabao. That has to happen. Otherwise, you know, we're going to be talking about injuries and we're going to talk about what could have been at the end of the season. And that's my concern.
Well, this is, you know, how much does he value the Carabao Cup, if you know what I mean, towards the league and the Champions League and the FA Cup as well. This is what we have to look at, because I don't think we're going to get anybody. We might get someone in the January next month. We might, but I wouldn't hold, you know, I wouldn't, I couldn't even give you the 10 out of 10. But, you know, if we will get anybody, if you know what I mean, because I don't trust the owners for bringing people in. You know what they're like. I do.
And I mean, more often than not, we're talking about, you know, doing a deal with a player that comes in during the summer. And that's probably the only business that we do in a January. Or, as you said and predicted, you reckon that the contracts of those 3 players, Virgil, Salah and Trent, is going to be as good as new signings. And that's what it will be played out as in the PR.
Definitely. Absolutely spot on. The way I look at it now, though, is we still need a number 6, and we must bring him in this window. We must. See, we had this Zuba Menzi thing when we could have had him in the summer. Right, we could have had him. And I was listening to the pundits tonight on the commentary, and even the girl commentator, you know, co-commentator, she said there's only, you know, there's an area, and that's midfield, where they've got problems about rotating. But I'd also, you know, I'd also add the defence as well, to be honest. That's also
absolutely. I mean, look at the defensive frailties that we have when we're missing Kanate. And I mean, you know, like, okay, we had Trent and Gomez and Virgil and Robertson. There were a few hairy moments there between Trent and Gomez there tonight. And some would say that there's always a mistake in Gomez. Now, I like Gomez, I really do, but you can't put Kwanzaa on Gomez because you've seen the calamity there at Newcastle, and they're not used to playing together. So you have to have a good, solid centre back that can hit the ground running. You know.
No, 100%. 100%. the Anfield, watching the UEFA Youth Cup earlier today, I was so impressed with Rio Nagumo and some of our young players, and was so glad young Jans is back and played 65 minutes. Yeah, he's good, that kid. He's good. Jans has to start, says Cowell, next week versus Southampton and Morton and Naomi. Yeah, let's see how they do. That's a good shout, that. Morton doesn't seem to get any minutes, neither does Endo. It wasn't necessary to play Gravenberch, says the Anfield. I want at least 2 in the draw in January. But you heard me chuckle then, to be honest, Anfield. Certainly midfield-wise. And I'll take a new forward or, defensive forward. We just snigger at that, Seano and I, to be honest, because
Fantasyland talking about bringing in players in January when we have the owners that we have, and people will say, Frank, Sean, you're complaining. I even had we premiered that in the interview that we did there with you, Frank, on AKM LFC, and I had someone.
I've been busy today.
Yeah, no, it premiered like as if it was like we were interviewing, so there was like a live chat. So it premiered, but it's there now, and I think it's been really well received. There's a few people that have got in touch with me saying, "Jesus, how did you manage that, Sean, getting Frank on your show?" I says, me and Frank go way back.
Go away, you liar.
But no, I think it was well received. I think the fact that because there's a lot of bullshit artists out there, I'm blessing myself there, a lot of bullshit artists out there, and you call it down the middle and you say it how it is, and don't apologize for it. And I think that's refreshing in this day and age. You will get a lot of positive crap, which is all well and good, but not everything smells of roses, and not every time is there a rainbow in the sky. You got to call it for what it is. And I was accused of, Sean, cop on, grow up, you're moaning on social media and all this. I'm just talking like as if I'm talking a pub.
So you can't. This is the problem. You can't have a little moan, if you know what I mean.
No.
See, I think what the definition of moaning in our opinion, what we do, is we want the best for our club. That's the moaning. It's not moaning about just, do you understand what I'm saying? It's about getting the best for our club. It's like the Anfield, let's get a couple of midfielders in the January window. Is that moaning, or is that like being positive? Is that constructive? Because we're not moaning, it's just constructiveness. We want
Frank,
we want a great squad, and yet we get called moaners.
Frank, I think you could do a full show on that alone. Because, people are told, it's not the Liverpool way, or this is not the Liverpool way. And yet when they start spouting that crap, they're forgetting the Shankly way or the Paisley way, where, if you're first, you're first. If you're second, you're nothing. Now, if Sloot, comes in full time and we win 3 or 4-0, and then he picks on a few things that we should improve on in the game. Is that him moaning, or is that him being a perfectionist? It's him being a perfectionist, and it's him grounding and keeping the players grounded and not letting them lose the run of themselves. Liverpool is there to win trophies or to compete at the highest level. Some people have forgotten that. And that's not my fault, or is it Frank's fault, or anybody else's in the chat's fault? If you have forgotten the high standard that Liverpool have held for themselves, We set the bar. Let's not lose it. So,
you know what? I think that's great, though, what you're saying. I was like these people to, wonder what they were thinking. Say, like it's the 90s. What would they be saying? Do you see what I mean? And then we went under the odds. Right? Yeah. Boy, we went under them. What would they be saying then? Right? And under the Northern Irishmen, what would they be saying? And yet, when the club came in, it was great. It was a breath of fresh air to us all. And that's going back to the 90s, that breath of fresh air. Then we started to win things. And we realised, don't forget, when we were after a manager, when the Northern Irishman was sacked, I was made up, I'm being honest. I was delighted. I couldn't do backward flips or cartwheels. I just got on the floor and rolled. I rolled that way, and I rolled that way. You know what I mean? And struggled up on the couch.
You're probably more active than me, Frank. Jesus. Go on.
But anyway, then, we were after two, if you remember. We were after Carlo Ancelotti and Jurgen Klopp. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm half Italian, and I said, love it, Ancelotti, to come in because he was proven manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Proven manager. And we had some decent players as well. So I thought he'd make a good Liverpool side, him. Then I was looking at what Jurgen Klopp did for the likes of Dortmund and, Mainz even. And I thought, well, he'd be a good acquisition because we're in the same boat as those clubs when he came in for them. And the Bundesliga is a hard league. It's not like one of these little mad leagues, They're a hard league, especially playing the likes of Bayern Munich, who, even the title there, Dortmund. Point is, when we got him, I said, yeah, fair enough. And he was proving to me man management, like Shankly.
Yeah.
I said, this is great, because he had the philosophy of Shankly. So I was made up with that alone. Mm-hmm. Then he started to win things, and it was absolutely wonderful. Well, the rest is history anyway. And when Sloot came in, I didn't look. Who knew? To be honest, people were trying to say he knew. He was great, for the finals, and they never fucking knew him. They didn't know him. Mm-hmm. But he was just coming out with that, And I went, fuck off. I can't be fucking bothered with these people. And when I started this, you've got these lads on here, I'm looking at the chat. Good lads, they know the football. Some disagree, with what we say, and they leave and don't come back. Refused on that.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
But you get, unfortunately, people, online and I mean, certainly journalists, which is very unusual. Like, I mean, over in Ireland, especially, there are very few journalists that, actually interact with the public as often as the British tabloids and the British journalists, especially the sports journalists. And for, the likes of your Chris Bashcombs, your James Pearces, Joyce, all of them, to do the circuit and try and push this narrative that, this is the way and this is the Liverpool way, and, we're doing grand, and, even if there's little or no investment, we're still doing fine. And it's wrong for us to complain, or it's wrong for us to want more, because you'll never get, I mean, we don't want to be back to the Gillette and Hicks days. And that still
That's all it is. That still
gets thrown. That still gets thrown about.
Yeah. Look what they've done.
Look what they've done.
That's all. Saved us and all that. fucking.
Oh,
I'm going to go through a few things here. Chelsea look fearless, unlike Arsenal, who look under pressure, says IBR. Callum says Klopp used to play a centre-back at Mainz. Would you sign Jurgen Klopp at centre-back? And he's 6'4". Klopp used to play at centre-back. That's a mad question.
I don't know what to say to that.
Go on.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know what to say. Because Chelsea aren't playing under pressure, right? To be fair, says Callum. I want to get to this, the Evans. IBR, Stella, Chelsea have a poor defence. Arsenal have a poor attack. With reinforcements, we can pull away in this league. We just need a couple of more bodies. Fuck's sake, we need something for the fans. That's
a great comment.
Thanks, Anfield. Honestly, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
That's a cracking comment. And you know what people are fucking to tell him. I can't see us getting Zuba-Mendy, says IBR, in January. I can't see us getting fucking anyone, to be honest. And there's Steve Evans.
We're more likely to get a fucking head cold in January rather than a fucking signing.
Exactly. Might get a Christmas clacker. Steve Evans. Yeah. To just about enough. Switched up to what that girl was commentating, to be honest. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't. That's what I meant before when the girl said, they've got probably, the only place that they can rotate is that's the only thing that she was correct about. I'm feeling, I agree. We need a left back and a DM, but fear Chelsea buy in January. Yes. Yep, they will. Can I also comment on Paul Mason and Tim Sherwood? Two fucking good. He never said fucking, guys. It's terrible, isn't it? And there's me praying for Pope Francis because he's not too good.
Oh, is he not? Oh, no.
Two idiots saying Liverpool are only beating sides like City or Madrid because they are playing them at the half. I was so pissed off. That would have fucking pissed me off to be. I don't listen to those.
So, remind me what Tim Sherwood has ever done in his career. And Paul Merson, as good a player as he is a shocking, biased pundit, the same way as Gary Neville is. Gary Neville was saying about, and I was just reading up about the David Coote video that he saw nothing wrong with it. Are you kidding me? So, if he was saying anything about Alex Ferguson, I guarantee you he would be kicking up a fuss over it. So, there's so much bias crap. And, sorry, I'm going on a rant here, Frank. I know you want to get through these comments. But bloody Talk Sport are the worst for it as well. Absolute muppets.
Do you ever remember when we beat quarter-final it was? And we beat Arsenal down at Anfield, we drew 1-1 down there, and Mason was going, we're going to really beat, they were lucky tonight. This is at the Highbury or fucking Emirates, wherever it's called. And he said they were lucky tonight, Liverpool, scraping a 1-1 draw and all this crap. And day of the game or the night of the game, we beat them 4-2. I never heard Mason after that.
I wonder why.
Exactly.
I wonder why.
I
know that there was this TikToker, YouTuber, Arsenal fan called It's Dowd. The fact that I'm naming him, I shouldn't really, because I don't want to give him any clout. But I remember during COVID, we had a load of positive tests, and the game was called off against Arsenal. And then we played them and we bet them. And he basically said that we had falsified the tests. and the excuses that came out of that Arsenal fan, they're full of excuses. Full of excuses.
All the
The
time.
most deluded fan base out there, I think.
All the time. They come out with things like that. But I think they all do, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah, Steve Evans, midfield, no bite and tackle. He was spot on there. There wasn't. The Anfield Road, IBR Stella, it's really important, that's what saying, that we get someone. And to be fair, in January, we have actually bought players in January. We have bought
Very
players.
few, though.
And the Anfield again. Now, this is a little inside info from my connection to a certain scout at our club, who's a family friend. We're seriously looking at Franco Mastertuano from River Plate. It's a serious target.
Are you joking again? Are you joking again?
Tuano from River Plate.
Oh, I think he's joking again with the names.
I don't. Yeah, I think he's using a lot of play on words, especially with the.
He absolutely is. Oh, wait a minute! No, he's not.
Oh, isn't he?
No, he's not. It's actually he's 17 years of age. This fella.
17. Do we not need another 17-year-old?
Come on! I don't want a player just going through bloody puberty. For God's sake, we have enough. This is not like an academy. We need to have these players hit the ground running.
Well, he says my brother knows a scout at our club with the initials MG. Dino, hiya Dean. Evening, lads. Decent European away performance. Controlled the game and probably should have scored more than the one we did. Nunes needs fucking off. Now, I never said that. Dean O'Brien said that.
I'm blessing Dean. I'm blessing Dean.
I'm blessing him as well.
We're both blessing Dean.
Gonna cost us terrible football. Now, Dino, the likes.
Dino was controversial last week.
Say it as it is, needs fucking up. And Anfield's replying to stay. True about midfield bite, absolutely. And IBR, Roy was manager. I was in a very low place when Roy was manager. I
We all were.
Nowhere.
I mean, I think I genuinely hope IBR wasn't in a low place mentally or whatever, but definitely I think the whole club were. I mean, we were trying to kind of. I remember the PR that came out from the club, trying to big up this man who was way past his sell-by date. He was definitely not a Liverpool manager.
I went back to the Thatcher days. The apathy was setting in with Roy.
God.
But I got behind him. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, I got behind him too. But
and Callum says, Steve Evans, that's why we need Balabe. You can fucking say him. Balabe.
Yeah.
Balaba. Anyway, IBR, OG, Roy the boy. The Anfield Road carries on. End of the day, Frankie, you're a great man. You deserve to have more subs than you have. But I enjoy every single minute of these shows. It picks up lots of fellas having a bad times and cheers us all up.
Well, I think I've got one or two people from our channel that have subbed to you there. So I think your subs have gone up ever so slightly. But we need to get you to 1,000.
It's I had to go on my emails. Very rare that I go on my emails. And anyway, I went on, and there was a couple of subs. There was a couple of new subs. It says YouTube, couple of new subs to your show, which is nice. Weatherby Pond. Weatherby. That's Yorkshire. Weatherby. You won't get bites in that midfield. Can any of them make a tackle? That's it. Look at the picture there. Alistair Sim. Now we'll bet you Weatherby Pond looks like Alistair Sim. And we all love Alistair Sim.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, Slobosly was found kind of eating dust there tonight. I found that he was a little bit, he wasn't strong enough in his tackles, you know.
Do you remember last season under Klopp? People were saying he's got no plan B. We can't break down anyone who parks the bus. Did you notice tonight? That was the same.
Yeah. That's the exact thing that I was thinking tonight. I was thinking, this looks familiar.
I think, yeah. To be honest, this says it the way it is. You know, 0-1, but team far from sharp enough after weekend rest. Still don't like the slow build-up. Too many passes, too many touches on the ball. Ball gives away initiative and allows opponents low block. I
agree with Sinead O'Connor there.
Yeah, I do myself. It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Frank, swear your box off. We don't care. Callum. No, you're a young lad. You shouldn't hear adults swear. Say he's young, you see. He'd be going, oh, what are these two fellas on the pod?
We're going to have like a what you call it, an 18s rating, I'd say, very shortly.
The outfield. Frankie and Sean are just looking up clubs worth 5.7 billion and income. Our revenue in May 2024 was 719 million and our operating income is 102 million. Our numbers are so healthy, only buying our equal.
And yet we can't string, you know.
We can't buy any players.
Can't buy any players without selling players.
Unless we sell, yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
And Edwards, Mason 8, Liverpool, yeah. A few others as well, Edwards. A few others, mate.
Spurs.
1-1 Atalanta level against Real. Says Callum. See, the multitasker. I've seen George Shaw, mad, extravagant opinions on Arsenal.
Edward, he's an absolute arsehole. When Liverpool were playing Real Madrid in the Champions League final, he bought a Real Madrid jersey and went around Liverpool, and he's very lucky that he didn't get slapped. He's an absolute he's like 40 jerseys, and he claims to be an Arsenal fan, and he's got 40 different jerseys from different teams. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna get to this. Gotta get to this. I'm not saying that.
I did say that, Dean. Yeah.
Yeah. Gino.
Yeah.
That's a cracker, that Gino, lads.
Yeah, he's sought after. I mean, we've been scouting the hell out of who can no one. He's really, really good, all right.
Could you just look at that? My head's just appeared.
You're just like disappearing into the crowd there. You're like,
I used to have it, honestly. I used to have a black screen, you know, behind me.
Yeah.
Black, you know, that black thing. And I came out and I wore this. The only thing you see was my head.
Your head, oh, brilliant.
You know, going along.
You should have left it. That'd have been hilarious. You could be like a hand puppet.
See me head going like,
That's very funny.
It's head off. That's all he's seen.
God. The talking head.
The talker.
That's
It was
brilliant.
so funny, honestly. IBR Stella says, I think we can get him future-proof and sign him. Watch this space, but it's a little info I've earwigged. I haven't heard that for ages, that word.
Earwig. Yeah.
Earwigged. Oh, you've been earwigging, you, haven't you? You know, no, I haven't.
Your ears have been burning.
Lord, it cheers me off. That's Edgeworth. That's good. Great snaps of Ebu today, working out. Yeah, he'll be ready next month, won't he?
Fingers
And
crossed.
Edwards watch this. I'll just go through these and we'll get back to the match. I don't like how we are so open at the back, says Darryl. Yeah. The Weatherby Pond. I was speaking to the Pope last week, says he can't watch the Carlyle show anymore because of foul language. A big red as well. See, look, I'm a priest. I don't know whether you're aware of it.
Father Frank.
See, I wear my dog collar, but I have to pull it down. You see what I mean? You know, do you have a dog collar? Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It is not. Oh, do you know what? A good mate of mine died. You know, not even recently, but I'm going back when I was 24 years of age, and he was one of my best mates, and he died, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I was carrying the coffin. You know, it was a mass and a requiem, and his mother said, Francis, are you going to a communion? And I went, yes. Yeah, I'm going. So I went to confession. And, you know, to bless me, Father. Honest, I didn't know what to say to him. I've committed every sin except murder. That's what I said. And he come out of the confession box and opened it and said, you what? Can you bless me? I got about 34 Hail Marys, 98 Our Fathers. That's the penance. Oh, it's true that.
Well, I'll tell you, I have an aunt who, I don't know whether you've ever heard of Knock in Mayo, in County Mayo.
Of course, I have to Holy Place, Knock.
Yeah, and like she'll go there maybe once a year, and she'll do, as you probably have heard of, a pub crawl. Well, my aunt will do a confession box crawl. She'll go from one confession box to another. She's like the most holiest of people, apart from ourselves now. But she'll go to, you know, each and every confession box and tell her sins. Not that she's that many, but yeah, very holy lady.
Yeah, we've got one here. When we were kids, we were always dragged there to Holywell. In Wales.
Right.
I forget the Saint Winifred it was. And not half holy. You know, you can imagine little boys, you know, there with little girls and, you know, the mums and not the dads, like, it's just the mums. And it was just a day out for us. But, you know, you couldn't really do anything like swear or, you know. But the nuns were lovely, you know, they were really nice people. And Dino says, if we had a centre forwards who could actually finish, then we wouldn't have had any issues with the Girona low block. Honestly, Nunes is not good enough for Liverpool Football Club. And that's it. And there's our friend all the way from Tampa, Dennis Pepper. Hiya, gentlemen. Checking in on an overcast afternoon. Yeah, but I've got this and I'm getting skittered at and everything. It's a big woolly thing. And it's just to keep warm, to be honest, Dennis. You're all right. He's just, do you know what he is, by the way? Do you know what Dennis is?
A musician?
Yeah, he is a musician, but you know, like his proper job before he became a musician. Do you know, I forget what you call them, you know, aquariums or whatever. He used to capture crocodiles, not crocodiles, alligators, you know, in Tampa.
Dennis, the alligator hunter.
Yeah, the alligator hunter, yeah, Dennis Paparak. Dennis, the alligator hunter, Paparak. You know, the alligator hunter is inverted commas.
I was actually only joking. I was doing like the, you know, crocodile hunter there, but so it's now the alligator.
Crocodiles. So, crocodiles are worse. They're fucking horrible, them things. Have you seen?
Yeah, but you remember the crocodile hunter that died?
Oh yeah, the Australian guy.
The Australian Steve Irwin, yeah.
Yeah. He got stung by a jellyfish, didn't he?
No, a stingray.
Well, one of them, God blimey, it's like a jellyfish, isn't it? It's got a sting.
Have you? I'll tell you, I swam with stingrays, and they are scary things.
Yeah,
scary things. They have like this like barb in their tail, and that they very rarely use it. But they thought that Steve Irwin was threatening, and they just shot it up and just pierced his chest, and there he was, gone.
I can't swim, you know. That's true that I can't swim.
How do you know?
I'm the proverbial fella who lies on the beach like a big dope, and you know, fellas, you know, with big muscles and everything, kick sand.
You'd be like,
yeah, you know, them they kick sand on my face. But anyway, I went on, do you know one of those like things you get in rubber dinghies?
Yeah.
I said, "I'll be great this." Anyway, I was with my one then, and she said, "Are you sure you can't swim?" I said, "I'll be all right, you know." Fucking hell. I got through it. And I went, right, so I had a life jacket on.
Yeah.
And I was just bobbing up and down. And this fella went like that. There's fucking sharks in this.
Oh, fuck.
Great whites, he said. Shouted over. Oh, I should have seen me. Fucking hell. It was terrible. And this German, you know, like the rowboat, the motorboat came up to me and, you know, grabbed me in, this German. And he said, "Are you going back in?" I said, "No." Said, can I take your place? I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, this is my thing." And he went, "Don't need it." He just dived in and got on this thing. It was fucking getting thrown all over the place.
You see, here's me thinking, Frank, you were like kind of David Hasselhoff. You had the lifeguard and you budgie smugglers, and you were just like doing the little stroll like the Italian stallion, and you know, wind in your hair and all of that.
That's a right swat. But another time I was in Italy on the beach, you know, they wouldn't go near the water. Like. Anyway, you know, the way you walk over and got this deck chair, and I thought it was all right, you know, but it wasn't a deck chair. It was like some sort of, I don't know. But I seen this Italian. He was getting his back done, right? But he had his legs through this thing. So I said, "Oh, I think I'll fucking do that." So he put my legs through this thing, and it was like that, you know. It was great. Fucking hell, I couldn't get out. Couldn't even move this fucking chair. She went for a lunch.
That is so fun.
She came back and I was like sweating like a pig. And she said, "Why didn't you come for lunch?" I said, I
couldn't get out of the chair.
That's what I said. And she went, "You can't get out of the chair." And everyone looks around like, and this Italian kid, you know, we was looking at, you know, so he came over, he said, "I thought you were struggling, you know." I said, "Oh." He said, and he got me off. That's all right. Another like swat as well.
Well, I tell you, I went off. There's a place in Ireland, a lovely lake called Hudson Bay, and there's a it's in the west of Ireland. It's in in the west of Ireland, but it's there's a inflatable water slide park, which is in the middle of the lake, so you have to literally swim. And of course, my cousin had brought me with his kids and thought that it would be funny to order a wetsuit for me that was one size too small. So I looked like Shamu out of Sea Life or SeaWorld, like the whale. And but literally, I was on the water slide for, I'd say, a minute before having to get onto the first aid speedboat that had to carry me, because I'd literally just had the car accident. I was involved in the car accident, I'd say about 2 months prior to that. And I injured my back trying to swim out to this thing. I used to be a very strong swimmer, Frank, but I was even studying to be a lifeguard, and then I found beer and food. And now I'm just like a bloated whale.
And your muscles disappeared.
There was never
David Hasselhoff muscles.
The David Hasselhoff, even the hairy chest is gone. Like, you know,
yes,
gone to the dogs. You know.
Snapey says, I used to have a black screen. Then hey presto, I nefariously secreted next door's Wi-Fi password, and my screen lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, that's funny.
The IVR is extended his contract till 2029. Sadly,
contracts don't mean a thing. It just means that the club can demand more money.
More money, yeah. Frankie and Sean, another link I've heard about is German talent. Marco Tears Rum. Fuck off. I'm not. Yeah, you need Stephen Snape can talk or speak German. He can fucking read that out. I'm not reading that tongue twisted. Hello, everyone. Says the vlogs. Hope all is good. Another win, but not the best performance. Main thing we lacked was composure in the final third. Need to put these chances away against Fulham. Good shout. You're the first one to say that, but we all think that as well. Frank's more Father Jack than Father Ted.
And do you know the funny thing about Father Jack, the actual actor that played Father Jack? He was a very, very talented actor. He was like a thespian. And the funny thing was Father Ted, who was Dermot Morgan, he was a comedian. He had no acting abilities whatsoever, and he was the star of the show. And the actor that played Father Jack, I think his name is Frank Kelly. Frank Kelly. He was like into Shakespeare. You know, he was an amazing actor, but that was like such a kind of a step down. But probably one of his well-known roles was Father Jack. But I love that show, Father Ted. Amazing.
Yeah, some great actors in Ireland. Brendan Gleeson for me.
Brendan Gleeson's brilliant, yeah.
And Domhnall Gleeson?
Donald.
He's fucking brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, he's very good.
And that
Cillian Murphy.
Swears, forget a fucking name.
Sir, are you trying to say Saoirse Ronan?
That's it, yeah. Fantastic.
I thought you were going to say Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger there. You're making an absolute dog's dinner of that. Sure. You sound like Ronan Keaton of Boys. I've got something to tell you. What's going on?
Gabriel Byrne. I've seen him.
Gabriel Byrne was amazing.
Did you ever see him play the devil? Forget what film
Stigmata, yes. Yeah.
Stigmata, that's what it was, yeah.
Stigmata, and I think he was there another film that he was in, End of Days.
End of Days, that it. End of Days.
I think he did 2 films. One was Stigmata and one was End of Days.
Yeah, no, he wasn't Stigmata, but End of Days where things were blowing up and everything else.
Yeah.
Where he walks into that cafe, he goes into the cafe, he's talking to these, as his normal self, goes in to the loo and comes out as a devil because this thing went inside him. And he just grabs the girl by the hair, he was talking to, man and wife, and he just gives her a big whop on the lips.
So here's the funny thing. Stigmata and End of Days were both in 1999. Those 2 films, and they were amazing films.
Yes.
Amazing films. And of course, he was in The Usual Suspects as well.
The usual brilliant film. Yeah. Listen, we'll have to get back to this.
We definitely talk about
because I'm doing a pod on Saturday morning. Are you coming here Saturday morning?
I'm hopefully meeting you on Saturday.
Well, yeah, you'll have to come here. I can't walk.
Yeah, but sure,
you can do the show with me
if you want. Yeah.
I'll
have to see because I don't know what the other guys because
fucking hell! You'll have to tell them that I'm doing a pod.
Yeah, no, I will do. But I was asking you, did you want me to bring anything up to you?
Just bring yourselves. You're all right.
Well, I'll bring something up with you as well for you.
Well, anyway. Frank, I thought you was a monk, not a priest, says Darryl. Yes.
He's a little bit of A and a little bit of B.
And Callum, our mate Callum, our young mate. Lads, Salad has run off Billy Little. Yes.
Yeah.
He is. Noah Hyde. There he is. Speaking of Koreans, you should check this group called HOA that plays like Beatles 64, but original songs, really fantastic. I had on my show, my ordinary show, I had the Barley Beatles on, and I was talking to this fella, lovely fella, he's a Scouser. And he always wanted me to go over to Barley because he owns these, things that go out into the sea, and they've got a little boat and that. He said, come over, stay there as long as you want, and I wouldn't go, to be honest. And the next, he said, can I bring the Barley Beatles on your show? I said, yeah. And this fella, one of them couldn't speak English. And I said, well, why is he on if he can't speak English? He said, no, just listen to him sing. So I said, okay. He said he sings like, he's George Harrison.
No.
In the band. Right. True this. Fucking hell. He couldn't speak English. It was just like George Harrison.
No.
Really? Something in the way she moves. That he sang that.
Sure, I mean, there's George Harrison right there.
And my mind set on you. That one.
I love that song. Yeah.
And when he was singing that, I was doing all the, what George did. On that video, jumping up and doing all this and on shit. I was doing that. Anyway, yeah. I seen them, the Barley Beatles, during the Beatle Festival. They were fucking unbelievable.
That's incredible.
None of them speak a word of Eng. Right, Snapey. Somehow you don't excuse a holier than thou attitude, Frank. Jesus Christ, I hope I'm wrong. Dennis the Paparak. Dennis the alligator hunter. I think most exciting thing in the second half was when I was able to actually find it here on the telly on a Spanish channel. Unimas. Unimas. There you go. At least you watched it, Dennis.
So Judge Scott.
Look at him, look. It's a fucking balmy 26, 80 year. Actually, as a gator spotted in our town, the RC complex today, see? I bet he caught it. I bet you any money he caught it, put it in his back. You know,
I bet he's there talking to us while the alligator is on his lap and he's there petting the alligator while talking to us. Yeah.
And on the phone going like that, I've got a $25,000 alligator if you want it.
Yeah.
You know, to the zoos or aquariums or whatever.
Crazy.
Is it conservationist, Frank, that get crocs and other animals? Just ask Dennis, the alligator hunter.
He's the modern day Noah's Ark.
Frankie on holiday, says the Anfield. Oh, I've had some funny things, honestly, to be honest, Anfield. And Daryl says, Frank sunbathes with his hunky chest and muscles for the ladies. I always remember watching Benny Hill. There was three of them standing, you know, that little mad fella, and they've all got big bellies. And you know, they're all talking, like, you know, talking to one another. And the next, this girl, but, you know, one of the Benny Hill girls walks past, bikini on, and they all pull the bellies in. And they walk past. They walk past, right? But the point is, the little fella, you know, that little Irish fella, you know, he's always on the head and everything. And he was in the middle of them, but you don't see him, you see. And when they pull the bellies, you know, the bellies were out, and when they pulled the bit, he was standing in the middle of them because you couldn't see him. And when they let it go again, he just disappeared, you know.
That was when comedy was comedy.
Oh,
so simple as well.
I'm not reading that out, Snapey. I think you've got a cheat. I'll get back to that Wi-Fi. And Noah eyes, even the strongest swimmers will drown under FSG PR machine. Says Noah eyes. See, we've got everything. Shonino Hasselhoff.
IBR, you're really coming up with some good names for me there. Although I was reading up on King Henry, or Henry VIII, and oh God Almighty, the trouble he had with his legs. I don't know whether that's the reason I don't have a love life, but I certainly don't have legs like him anyway.
Well, the vlog says, IBR says about this Ogunchukwu, you know, is a decent, you know, for Southampton. He's on loan from Chelsea. What do you think, says the vlogs of Diaz tonight? I felt he was everywhere, but not doing anything. A bit of a weird one tonight. Suppose that's the outcome of playing a low block. Yeah.
I would have had Gapco on tonight. I would have had Gapco and I would have had Endo instead of Gravenberch.
Yeah. IBR says didn't know Nima Simone was an actor. Yeah. Gabriel Byrne was in go. Yeah, but it was a good cast. Carl Urban was in that. And what's her name? What's her face? She's got a lovely body. She was in she was in Halloween, main star of Halloween. Right through the
I'm just checking Ghost Ship.
Tony Curtis's daughter.
Oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee, that's her name.
Oh, sweet suffering Jesus, yes.
Tino says, Frank, I really like Slot Mate. He's a perfectionist and striving for perfection. I love how honest he is. Like tonight, he was saying he's not happy with the performance, and if we want to be successful, then we've got to up our standards from tonight because it wasn't good enough. Excellent.
So just on that alone, right? If a fan said that online,
He'd be
even
slaughtered.
after we won, they'd be slaughtered.
Yeah.
So when you hear from these YouTubers and podcasters and journalists that are all telling you you're a moaner, get off, go support someone else, just think of just that comment there. And the fact that Sloot isn't happy with that performance, and nor should he be. I mean, there was parts of that was very, very difficult to watch, but we got the win.
Dennis Paparak sent me a message, and this is taken from his patio. Hope you can see it. Hang on.
I see a sign. Oh my God! Beware of crocodiles.
No fishing, no swimming. No, and that's on his patio.
Jesus.
Fuck that.
Do you know what I have on my on my? I was going to say my back door, but that sounds really bad. The door. Oh God! The door leading out to the garden. I have beware of cockapoos.
Yeah, well, they're good. I'm not saying nothing. I can't say nothing, honestly.
They're dogs, cockapoos.
I had a cockatoo bird, and I had a Doberman Pinscher, which I got for my birthday, which is the worst thing anyone could have ever got me, that bird,
the dog.
His name was Lennon. And
yeah, you were telling me.
His name is Yoko.
Well, how fitting.
How fitting, yeah. Can you do the live show from Franco's balcony, says IBR?
What I'll be doing is I'll be singing up at his balcony.
Fucking freezing. If anyone needs a stocking stuffer for Crimbo, snag a copy of The Americans of Abercrombie Square by my mate John P. Maxwell, set in Liverpool. I've always gone there because I talk about all that. J.K. Prolu was there. He was the very first. He was the only one in the country, actually. Was the American consul during the American Civil War. J.K. And there was a ship built. There was a ship built in Carlyle. Liverpool has a very strong connection with the American Civil War, by the way. And J.K. Prolu. I used to bring people in my old university anyway, and I used to bring people into this massive room and look at the ceiling because there was the palmetto tree as you walked in. That's South Carolina, the palmetto tree. And you walked in, and there's a massive, like a brilliant it was. It was, I think I've got it on one of my DVDs. I think I filmed it. And it's like a southern parasol that the ladies had, but it's shaped like a table, and you see all these people sitting around, all the Confederates. And it's like a take on ancient Greece. You know what I mean? They're absolutely brilliant. And J.K. Prolu, he marries a Liverpool girl, and you see them sitting at the head of the table. And he used to point them out. So I know a lot about Abercrombie. I know a lot about, because one of our greats, lad surgeon, Royal Southern Hospital, lived there too. And he became a double VC winner. A double VC winner.
There you go.
He got 2 of them. How about that? So, yeah, I might have a look at that. The Americans of Abercrombie Square. Yeah. Edison from Atalanta assist Vinny Jr. 2-1.
Yeah, Noah Hyde is just after saying that they're after clawing back. It's now 3-2 to Real Madrid.
Yeah, Bellingham 3-1. Will you fuck off with all this score? You know how many times they would say, please don't fucking give me scores? I don't want to know. I'm trying to concentrate.
I was just reading it out.
Yeah, no, not you. These on here. Look.
Jason, can we get this big thing on the screen? No scores.
Let's see, 3-1 Bellingham, Darryl. Darryl's watching the fucking match as well. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you. Anyone who comes out with a score, I'm going to block you. I can do that now. I can block you now.
Can you block now?
Yeah, I can block.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll fucking block you if you don't shut up. In fact, I will. Yeah, Jason showed me this is how you do it, and I can block. I suppose, says the Anfield Raw, that the trouble with Madrid, they can play awful, but have threats in attacking area. Yeah.
It's like any team.
Go on.
It's like any team. Like if you give them enough space, they'll punish you. You know. I mean, plenty of people will say, "Oh, we met Real Madrid at the right time." Real Madrid are Real Madrid.
That's disrespectful to Liverpool.
Absolutely, it is.
You know, they were saying, "I played no one. Now we played fucking Manchester City. Stuffed them, stuffed Real."
But
and that's the fucking excuses they come out with. I always remember when we beat. I was in Paris in '81, and we beat Real then, and they said Real was on the way out. We fucking stuffed them down here, 4-0.
Yeah.
Soros scored that unbelievable goal, and the half volley by Steven Gerrard. Right. Point is, they were saying then that Real were, over the
going out. Yeah.
We always made fucking excuses when we've beaten these.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's also disrespectful to Real Madrid. I mean, Real Madrid are nothing to be sneezed at.
No, they're not.
You know, they haven't won. They're like the reigning European champions, or Champions League champions. So you can't say that they're nothing, or that we met them at the right time. You know, you can't say, "Oh, it's down to injuries." Look at the amount of injuries we've had this season. That's it.
Well, that's the blog says. I feel like Diaz and Gakpo link up a lot better than Nunes. Nice to see Elliott back. Shane Chiesa was ill. Was looking forward to actually seeing him play for once. Jota, not even on the bench. I was on some blog today, and political, what I'm into, and this fella, I said, listen, I can't stay long. Do you know Myra Page? Who comes on?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I was talking to her, and I said, listen, Myra, I said, I'm getting off now. I'm watching the game, Liverpool. And this fella came on. He went, so am I. I'm leaving now myself. And I forgot to say to you, I've got a pod, 8 o'clock, post-match. Come on there.
You should have,
Forgot. So you're right there, vlogs. But I said I hope to see Jota tonight. Come on, nowhere. I think he's still fucking in the house. Colin Farrell is a good actor. Come a long way since Ballykiss Angel.
Absolutely.
And the Anfield, I fancy Dave with beautiful, great actress. Great actress.
Stunning.
The best actress I've seen, though, to come out of Ireland, absolute stunner, is Charlize Theron.
She's not Irish. She's from South Africa.
I know, but I'd like her to be Irish for tonight. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'd love her. Jesus, I'd love her to be Irish. My God, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. Fantastic in oh my God. What's the one Keanu Reeves and Pacino? Devil's Advocate.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
the Devil, great film there. Keanu. I know. Oh, stop it. Yeah. I'm getting all funny now. I'm going all funny. Anyway, Weatherby Pond says, listen, I've got me tongue collar on, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Don't forget, you know, when I was a little boy and I had to put on the altar boy stuff on in the house because something's wrong with the vestry, so I had to walk along to the church.
You did?
And yeah, so anyway, I'm sitting, and all the mums were there, you know, and came out. And they, he'll make a lovely priest when he grows up.
My granny actually said the same. She said to me, "You'll make bishop one day." I was like,
"A bishop?
Not a hope. Not a hope."
Go Catholic. They should have write a script. Go Catholic boys.
Oh God, no.
Right, Weatherby Pond. I think Sloot knows that better opposition, we would have been well in trouble tonight. I just hope they are looking for Atom. It's fucking it's investment we want with players, Weatherby. Am I right there, Seano?
You're 110% right. I'm not too sure Arnie would be too happy with you calling him slut, but yeah, no, absolutely. We definitely need investment. We need reinforcements in January. That's a given. Has to happen.
Dennis, the alligator hunter, he says, Frank, you should have John on us again. I will do, if you're still with us, I will have him on. Even before Christmas, I'll have him on. Because I'm interested in all that. That's history to me with the American connection, Liverpool and the American connection. And do you know, I never brought her, you know, the singer, what's her name? I brought her around. Oh, fucking hell. What's the singer?
There's a few singers. Where is she from?
No, I think she's got a Cuban name, hasn't she? Or
Gloria Estefan.
That's it, Gloria Estefan. When I brought her, I wanted to bring her up there, you know, to the, you know, where Dennis mentioned.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant up to the house.
Oh,
I was like, that's a bit forward, Frank.
Should have seen this guitarist. Fucking hell. Yeah. I think he was his minded as well. Big fella. Anyway, yeah, I'll have him on, Dennis. Let me know. I bet you he's gone.
No, I think he's still there. He is. He's still there. He's commenting there.
Frankie, the Wizards of Oz, is the Anfield. Listen to this one. Update, Gaten 3, small dog. Not...
Oh, poor small dogs.
Like the says, oh no, Franco found a block of bottom. and as one full tyrant. Do you know what? I have, I can block anyone. Because I've been 20 points clear at the top of the league, if not for Nunes. Damn you down. No hide.
Sure, look, if my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle. No hide. I mean, look, did we think we would be in the position that we're in now at the moment? No. We've got to do what we've got to do with the players that we have until January. See what happens in January. I can't imagine them getting rid of Nunes in January. Give him to the end of the season and see what happens then.
Yeah. Edwards, Frank, how long has the channel been going for? I don't know, since last season, I think.
Has it only been going on that length? I thought it was on for a while.
Yeah, since last season. No?
Oh.
I got fed up with all these, people. And I was going on there and I went, what the fucking hell are these talking about? All praising, where they, what I mean when I say praising these people. I'm going, I ain't got a fucking minute to add. He's right. And criticising the big yeg. I'm going, fucking hell, are these right? And, saying how great Millie is and, Endo. I'm going, not this Enzo, but Henderson. I'm going, they passed the sell by day, so I decided to just 2-1 one day. I said on my show, listen, I'm going to do a Liverpool pod, whatever the fucking called. So that was the Anfield Road. He says, Tagliatelle legs is turning slowly into Arthur from Serie A. Our last excursion to Italy. I know you like Serie A, Frankie, but we've bought some. Yeah, Aquilani, yeah. Aquilani, Arthur, Chiesa, and Barini, yes.
Anytime he scored, he's like, I can't believe it.
As someone said, I said no. I said it's what the Romans did, after the victory. He did that.
He was good for Sunderland, though, wasn't he? Didn't he go on to play for Sunderland?
Barini.
Yeah.
See, it's whether they fit into our system. But that character from Napoli, he'd be fucking great in.
If you could pronounce his name, it'd be better. They're not going to be singing anything in the cop for him anyway. If they can't pronounce his name.
Trying to make a song up for him. And like this Mama, this Philly, who's coming, the goalie. I don't think there'd be many songs sung about him. I don't think we should buy players from Italy ever again. No, I'd like Incapi.
Yeah, you've been talking about Incapi.
I'd love him.
I don't think you could tear all Italian players
No, he's not Italian. He's not Italian.
No, what I'm saying is like he doesn't want to buy anyone from Italy again.
Yeah, all the Italian.
I don't think you can't say no to everyone in Serie A.
No, certainly not. You had the likes of Maldini, didn't you? Nesta,
exactly.
Erlo, all these unbelievable players. Fantastic players.
Toto Scalacci.
Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he only died recently. I mean, he may have absolutely destroyed Irish hearts, but he actually had a lot of respect from Ireland. They had a lot of respect for him.
Chiesa was out with illness this week. Well, I follow as the Azzurri. And yeah, you're right, Scalacci. He was great. He really could score goals as well. Chiesa was out with illness this week. I think there's more to it than that, to be honest. Dennis the Paparak. It will be interesting to see what Sloot does with the summer transfer.
Well, it's not going to be him that's going to be doing the business. It's going to be, Hughes. Sloot will say what he needs, and Hughes will then do his mess on it. But I guarantee you, and you'll see this, guys, if those three players sign a contract, Hughes will be a hero to certain people. And really all he would have done is the bare minimum. He got the players right before they could talk to any other club. To have any player run down his contract like that is disgraceful. And it should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah. And it gives other players, it will give the likes of Trent, for example, time to think. Instead of tying them down, time to think, okay, I think I'll go to Madrid. Fuck them. It's happened to Steven Gerrard when we won the Champions League in 2005. Because he said, I was trying to get older people, on fucking holidays. They said that they'd come to me right after the game and no one's got hold of me. So do they want me? That's what he said.
And this is why I think it's so important for the likes of Salah to have come out and said what he said in public. Because you have the likes of David Ornstein, who reported last week that Salah wanted a 1-year contract. And now it's been reported that Salah and Rami Abbas both wanted a 3-year contract. So if we were to believe everything that the so-called experts and the guy with the link with the club is spouting off, we would have believed that Salah only wants 1 year when he wanted 3.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all the spin. It's all the fucking spin. Anyway, I bought the 10 kit with Chiesa's name on the back, with full badge patches. I demand a refund.
Good luck with that.
I wonder if those Japanese, with the all lads.
That was like.
I bet you they got back to Japan and put Enzo on. Have that taken up, put Enzo on. So funny that. Frankie was here with the invention of the light bulb, so Frankie has been here a very long time. Look, feels like as well, to be honest, Anfield. And he carries on by saying, Dennis Papanacle will definitely will. I'm just worried that he will get a budget like American food stamp. Frankie loves Dr. Beat. Dr. Beat. I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
Still here, Dennis, get your mate, John. Send us details if you can. I'll have him on. Because that's right down my street. And Edwards, Frank's meeting Gloria Estefan. No, I've already brought her around a few years ago. She thought I was a singer because I was giving a sound check at St. George's Hall because I was giving a lecture there. And she thought I was a singer.
He was serenading her, so he was.
You're a singer? And I went, no, I'm an historian.
Why did she sound like Kermit the Frog there?
Oh, fuck off, you. I'm selling Pope Francis off you.
Do you know what though? I loved her. I really did. She's a great singer, so she was. Still is.
Yeah, look, Edwards, Anfield Rose call it Edwards Snake Hips. Well, it's not me. Old Snake Hips himself. Frankie used to call Alexander Graham Bell kid.
What?
I'm gonna fucking block him. Yeah, Josina. When Josina scored against Leo, and he scored the following on the Sunday
against United.
I was with Les Lawson on that, doing the commentary. Well, the live showing, the live calling, for the LFC TV. You had to watch that match. And that's when Ferguson, when we stuffed them 4-1, he said the best team lost. And I thought, you fucking horrible prick. The best team lost. Getting fucking hammered on your own mitten 4-1 and the best team lost.
It's like Neville when we bet United 7-0.
Yeah. I love just face. Chewing his chewy.
He was what?
When he was chewing his chewy, you know, when we were just beating them. Especially at Old Trafford 5-1. Lovely it was to see. 5-0, I'm sorry. We should rescue Salah's and Firmino's. Yeah, we should rescue the Salah's and Firmino's from Italy, says Song Sport. Absolutely. Anyone noticed Jude Bellingham runs like he is running for a train, says the Anfield Raw. Do you know what?
No.
When we were interested in signing him, someone said to me, you know, I said, I've never fucking seen him. I said, I don't follow Birmingham in the thing. I don't follow them. So I've never seen him. Then he went to Real Madrid. I said, he's fucking brilliant. Wasn't so brilliant at Anfield, was he, the other week?
I knew a little bit about him because my ex is from Birmingham. And so she's a Birmingham City fan. So, yeah.
They hate Aston Villa, don't they?
Oh, my God. It is. The hate between those clubs is horrible.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
It is horrible.
Yeah, I do know that. IBR, can you imagine the anger if Salah and Van Dijk left on free transfers and joined Chelsea or Arsenal? Yes. Or Manchester City. Manchester City would love Salah and Virgil.
Oh, who wouldn't?
The Anfield Row. Redbird said to me the other day, every time Frankie has a new guest next to him, he sucks their life force away. That's why he is looking so youthful.
So does that mean I'm getting older? And Frank is getting younger? Is that why I've been feeling so bad and I need like a harness to get out of bed every morning?
Do you know what though? You know, like, you know the way I can't fucking walk. Let me tell you, see me. Look totally different.
I'm what, nearly, I'll be 46 in a couple of weeks, and literally it takes me, I'd say, a good minute to actually get out of the bed. I have to think about getting out of the bed.
Look at this.
God help me if I ever get lucky. I'm saying nothing, Anfield Roar. Saying nothing.
I've got that here, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, Picture of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde's one of your great writers.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've got Brendan Bean. James Joyce.
Yeah. I actually went to Brendan Bean's pub in, I think it's in Kerry, and met his son there.
Go away.
Yeah, he did a show, and I kind of stole the show a little bit. But he, really, really nice guy. The pub, you wouldn't really think much of walking into it, but the atmosphere in the place is incredible.
Do you know my grandmother's house? You know, she had friends. He was Italian, he was Irish, and from the stuff. And there used to be Jews in the house, you know, and fellas used to come in, you know, with those looking things, you know, what you call them, the big organ things, you know, you go like that. No music comes out, to play with the fingers.
Oh, accordion.
Yeah, one of them. A mandolin and everything, you know, with the Italians.
My dad plays the accordion.
Do you know what they used to sing? The Irish thing, all the rebel songs.
No.
Well, to Dublin in the green. Oh, it's unbelievable. Now, they all got banned on the radio, right?
Yeah.
You know that I can't go anymore, unfortunately. Italy. And I went up to a place called what's something fucking hell. Somewhere in Austria, you know, for a day trip it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Auschwitz.
Kleiserforgen or something like. Anyway, gets up there, and we're walking around, and I thought it'd be dead expensive. It wasn't. It was fucking cheaper than Italy. You know, everything. You know, from clothing to foods, everything. You know. Anyway, so walking around, and I seen a poster. Klaus, fucking hell, came to me then. Anyway, it had the Dubliners.
No.
In concert. Yeah, the Dubliners in concert. And I went, I'm going to see them. So I gets back and I said to her, do you fancy going? She said, no. I said, why? It was on the Wednesday, you know, this was like the Monday. And it was on, I said, I'm going. She said, you can go, I'm not going to see them. And there was two black girls from Birmingham, fully enough.
Mm.
And, they heard me over there. They said, we'd like to go and see them. Can we go with you? I said, yeah, company, you see. So anyway, there was a thing. Obviously, it was advertised there. And we went to this little thing, you know. We said, listen, did you do any trips up to... He said, yeah. I said, do you need to see this Irish group called the Dublin? They said, yeah. So we went up, seen them. And it just reminded me of my grandmother's house with the Irish rebel songs.
And how long ago was that, Frank?
That was in 1994.
94.
No,
so
it was 95. It was.
So you wouldn't have had Luke Kelly. You would have had probably Ronnie Drew.
Ronnie Drew, yeah, they were there.
Yeah, Ronnie Drew. I remember he was doing an advert outside a pub in Dublin city centre, and he was outside, group of people around him, and at the time, my parents were driving a car. They had like a sunroof, and I see Ronnie Drew, and I stick my head out the sunroof. How are you, Ronnie? And he was like, "How are you?" And that was my experience of Ronnie Drew. But they, like, I think that the last member of the Dubliners, and correct me if I'm wrong, passed away recently. So I think that's all of them gone.
Well, Luke Kelly, the Black Velvet Band, in a neat little town they call Belfast. Fantastic.
Luke Kelly was incredible.
Singing it live.
There's a monument to him, and it's just a big massive head, and it's in the roughest part of Dublin, and I actually work not too far from it. But he sang a fantastic song that was written by Phil Coulter, and if you ever get it on YouTube, it's called "Scorn Not His Simplicity," and it's about Phil Coulter had this disabled son, and it's basically kind of a love song to his son, and Luke Kelly incredible, definitely check it. Amazing.
You know, when you see I love the Dubliners, but I want to get back to this, especially Luke Kelly singing. It's on YouTube as well. You can actually see it, and they're in like a pub.
Yeah,
and he's singing the Black Velvet Band live.
Yeah.
Live. Unbelievable. Anyway, Dennis Paparak. Frank sent you John's mobile number. I'll get Jason. I'll have him on. I'll try and have him on before Christmas, so people can have a look. That'll be fantastic. That'll be fantastic. I might have him on Monday, actually, next Monday. Oh, I'll sort it out with him. I'll sort it out. I'll get Jason to sort it out with him. Must have him on. Definitely have him on. That's great. Daryl says, off to sleep, night, Frankie, Shano. Thanks, Daryl. They're all saying night to him. The Anfield, Dennis, Edward says, Frank, what's that quote you said about getting quick to anger? What's that?
MSN getting quick to anger.
I don't know.
Don't know that either. What's the quote you said about MSN getting quick to anger, or is it man getting quick to anger?
Oh, do you mean Thomas Hobbes? Man is nasty, brutish, and short. That one. That's Thomas Hobbes, that great philosopher, English philosopher, John in the 1600s. Man is nasty, brutish, and short. You've only got to fucking look what's going on today. Now we have the best defence in the UCL after Leverkusen beat Inter. Did they beat Inter? Go away. What score was it, Callum?
You're not allowed to give scores.
No, it's all over, isn't it? Because Callum said we have the best defence in the UCL after Leverkusen beat Inter. Just shows you how good we are. Oh yeah, look. Shutting down the computer, fellas. Off for a vodka. Give us a shout when you get John sorted. I will do, Dennis. Promise you that, mate. Tell John as well to look out for off Jason Pennington. Tell him to look out for an email or whatever it is. He'll have to sort it out. I can't do anything like that. That'll be great. I'll definitely have him on. And IBR says John Sheehan is 85 years old. And Edward says, man, yeah. Listen, Edward, do you mean, as I said, Thomas Hobbes and nasty, brutish and short, do you mean that one? Anfield Roar. Callum, fantastic, isn't it? I suppose Paul Mason thinks it's just because Liverpool meet teams at the right time. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Frank, IBR was on about one of the Dubliners. John Sheehan, he's still alive. Yeah, 85. He played the fiddle.
Shutting down the computer, fellas. Offer a vodka and tonic. Give us a shout when you get John sorted. I will do. Definitely.
All right, Dennis.
And Edward says, yes, that's Thomas Hobbes, about Thomas Hobbes. The Anfield Roar. Heard that Rio Ferdinand earlier saying one of Girona's attacks had us scared. He is the worst pundit ever, that Manchester United moron. I long for the days of Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson days.
Do you know what? I couldn't care less what they fucking say. Pardon my language. Because and the reason why, thank you, Frank, for the blessing. The reason why is that they're salty because United are nowhere near us and we don't fear them. They're not a big club anymore. They're a big club history-wise, historically, they're a big club. But now they are struggling against, the likes of Nottingham Forest, Ipswich, they're 13th. And they're talking about this Amaron fella as like the second coming.
Exactly.
It's a joke. It's a laugh. and I love it. And I'm drinking their tears as we speak.
Good. And I'm putting this on.
Frank, I've been trying to promote that, and it looks as though I might be getting that program because I'm the only one in the league.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the only one in the league. No one else has joined.
Well, try and join this, people, if you can. It only starts, is it now, or is that the Premiership? I don't fucking know. I haven't even had the... No one will be winning this watch because I know nothing about this Premiership.
Well, I know about... I can see the table, the Premiership. I can see that. I can tell you who's winning that if you want.
Yeah, well, you'll have to.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. That's no
okay,
problem.
well, don't do it now. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just want to show what they can win. Get that in, boys. Take a fucking photograph or something. Write it down quick. And the league code is N, small g, capital N, 6, small I, 9. It's the fantasy football.
Yeah, so but you basically download UEFA Gaming, and you create your team. You also have to kind of take into consideration that, you know, let's say Tuesday night a team will be playing, and then Wednesday night a team will be playing. So you have to just watch out for that. You then go into join leagues and you put in 9G, capital N, 6I, 9. And then that gets you into Franco's Super League.
So do it, and you can all win this. You can all win this. Where am I? I'll take that off. And you can all win
An Evening with Sean.
Fucking hell, what's wrong with this?
I think it's your background. There you go. Frank has completely disappeared. Magic. Completely disappeared.
Where am I?
You could win that flag.
You can win that flag or that head in the middle.
You could win the cup.
Oh, that's shocking.
Do you know what you need to do, Frank?
What?
Do you know what you need to do? Take a picture of the program. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now that's perfect.
It's Mo Salah's autograph.
Yeah.
On the final we had against Spurs in 2019, and he scored the opening goal, penalty, first minute, and it's the full program. It's brand new, and Mo's proper signature as well. It is. It's
now, if anyone was worrying about Frank's safety, and thought that just these gigantic hands would have just taken over, Frank is okay.
That's an alien that got me there. And you can win this. You can win that.
Oh, that's mine already.
You can win that for the Premiership. It's perpetual motion. It's a winder as well. Not a. You don't have to worry about batteries or anything. It's perpetual motion. It's got a back on it as well that you can see all the works. You can see all the works there. It's brand new.
Beautiful.
You'll be able to see it on there. You'll be able to try it on.
I'd be able to bring it home with me.
And the Anfield Road going, you're going to get your... And I kicked it.
I'll be wearing this.
So anyway, boys and girls, it's been great. Thank you. I don't think Amarin style is a good fit for the Premier League. Won't be a good fit for Man U.
I don't care.
And Songs for Casey, pundits just dumb down football now. Sky and TNT are the worst. That girl tonight, she fucking co-commentating. Hell. Old Traffords will probably break Amorim. It seems
it will.
poisonous. Yeah, it is a chalice. Poisonous chalice.
Yeah.
Say Songs for K. The Anfield Roar. Frankie is David Copperfield.
Copperfield.
Franco the Wizard.
Oh, Jesus, I'm after snorting there.
Frankie, you're not holding up the programme. You've got old top shelf mag escort in your hand. Says the Anfield Roar. No pensioners wear arms into tonight's production, says Happy. No animals either, but
well, apart from the alligators or the small dogs.
So listen, boys, it's been great, Sean. It really has. I made up the top of the league. We won, no matter what. It was definitely a penalty, but a soft penalty, if you can say that.
Well, look how many kind of soft penalties that we didn't get, and it went against us. So, for a change, we got a decision, for us. It was a good game for Ali to come back because, by God, he certainly showed that he is the best in the world. Some fantastic saves by him. So that is a good kick around for him to be prepared for Fulham.
Yeah, this is, I think he, no disrespect to Keller, brilliant is Quiveen, that's like
yes, Quiveen,
he's still great, there's not, but it's best to have. That is a lovely.
There's Myra.
Sometimes our team win or lose. Those who love the game are winners, says Myra. Oh, Myra, it's great. Yeah, look, even the Anfield Roar's giving you loads of bevies there, loads of drink. He'll have you. He'll definitely have you, Myra, an alcoholic like Sean and I. He's made us into alcoholics. Excellent show, lads, says the IBR. Thank you. I made up where she came on, Honest. The IBR. Hiya, Myra. Oh, it's great. And I made up that. I mentioned you before, Myra, funny enough. I said that I was talking to you today. And I said that I was leaving to, look at the game. And this fella got onto me. He said, so am I, Frank. I'm watching the game. So, obviously, a Liverpool supporter, whether he comes from Liverpool, I don't know. That's lovely, that. Look, see, beers. So, Sean.
Yes.
Are you with me on Thursday?
Thursday? No, I'll be on the flight to Liverpool on Thursday.
Oh, are you coming Friday to see me?
I'm coming. No. So Thursday. So what's happening is I'm flying in on Thursday. I will be on Friday. Martin's boy will be boxing, so that could be on. I don't know what time it starts at, but I think his fight is about 8:30.
Well, when are you going back?
I'm going back Saturday night. I'm going back Saturday night.
You're going to match Saturday?
I wish. No, I don't have tickets. Do you want to watch
your deal with me?
Huh?
Do you want to watch your deal with me?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. We could do that. I have, like, as I said, I have Martin, I have Adam, and I think Adam's missus is there. So
Yeah,
if
no, that's
you
no
know,
problem. She
what
can
I'll
make
do
the
is,
tea.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Go on, yeah, absolutely, yeah. That'd be good
Go
crack.
make a
Yeah,
cup of tea.
yeah.
Me a
Just
cup of
go on.
coffee. Something like that.
Will you tell me what to bring down, and I'll bring it down. Do you
Look,
have a tipple around the Christmas, Frank?
yeah.
You do. What's your tipple? What's your
I
poison?
only drink if I'm having a tipple, it'll only be Scotch, to be honest.
Scotch. You'll have to tell me what sort of Scotch. Is it Irish Scotch you like?
Irish Scotch will do me.
I'll
Find
bring
a
a
drop of
Scotch up.
Irish. Find a drop of Irish.
I'm just reading. And IBR. I'm liking these King Shaninos. I might have to get that now on a jersey.
What do you think of that? I'll let you read that out.
So Anfield Roar says, great show as usual, like our great football team, the boot room that is Frankie and Shano, tactically great. That's the best compliment that you can ever give anybody to be compared to the boot room. So I absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, it's Frank's show. I mean, we were only singing Frank's praises. I was talking to a friend of mine who comes over. He's a fellow Liverpool fan, of course, and he's big into the club and comes over every now and again. But I mean, he knows of Frank. Everybody knows of Frank. I mean, so Frank is the main man. I'm just a passenger.
No, we're all the main men. I'm gonna.
Well,
Anfield Roar, are you still on here now? Are you still on? Let me know if you're going to match on Saturday, because if you're not, come down and meet Shauno and
that'd be great.
watch the game with us. Let me know.
That'd be great.
Well, you've got to let me know now. So that'll be good, won't it? King Shonino will need a royal escort from the airport.
That's it. That's it. I think I'm getting a lift off Martin's young fella, but he's going to be cutting weight and what have you. So he'll just be dropping me up to the hotel, and that'll be it.
Yeah,
and I'll see him on the Friday night.
And the Anfield says Frank and Sean are doing the after show from Frank's house.
Wouldn't that be something else? It'd be kind of the joint forces, AKM LFC and Frank Carlyle Liverpool. And we'll be we'll be drinking the scotch. Woo! That'll be great.
The Anfield hasn't told me if he's going, because he could have come down here. Frankie has a small tipple of 3 bottles of whiskey, 8 cigars, and to finish the night off, a Scouse pie from home baked.
Oh, the famous home baked.
You can't get any better than that, can you?
There's a great place that I get curry chips, and it's right beside the Flatiron. And I swear to God, I'll probably go down there Saturday morning.
Do you know what? There's a chippy by me.
Oh, yeah.
It's just down the road. And you come across it, it's on the left-hand side. You just go, and they reckon I have never been in there, to be honest. I can't walk that far. And but if you want to take a little walk down, not with me, but if you want to take a little walk down there, just try it out.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Absolutely.
You can't miss it. You just walk down from where I live, and it's on the left, and just keep looking.
Yeah.
And you come to the only, it's right next door to a betting shop. And there's not many people there. And you just come to it. And, if you fancy your chips and fish or chips and pie, I believe it's brilliant, actually.
Sure, what we could do is, if you wanted, we could bring in the bottle of scotch to you, and we could get a chippy for you as well, Frank.
No, don't be doing that.
Why not?
Shit.
It'd be it'd be like, come dine with me with Frank and AKM.
And wife.
And wife and Adam's wife in the bar, girlfriend in the background making tea, like Mrs. Doyle.
Has she got any mates? She could bring a couple of mates over as well.
This would be my first time meeting her. I've never met
her.
her.
Right, so, okay, yeah.
It'd be my first time meeting her, yeah. It'd be my second time meeting Adam.
Yeah.
So
That's lovely. That's lovely. But anyway, what do you think about tonight?
the show, amazing. As always, Frank. I love doing these shows. And as I said, I'm the envy of a lot of people that have got on the show. You know, I was talking to a few people, true Irish and Liverpool fans, and anytime they hear that I'm on this show, they're like, "How did you do that then, Sean?" I was like, "Well, you know," but no, an absolute pleasure, and I mean, also the chat have been amazing as well. It's great having chats with people that are like-minded and all have different opinions. So yeah, share the hell out of this channel and try and get Frank to 1,000 subscribers before the Christmas.
They keep taking them off, you know. I'm just made up with the lads and girls on here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, you could have 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers and only a few genuine people on it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, of course, and these every one of them are genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
So genuine people.
They're all salt of the earth and all have a bit of banter, and there's no ridiculing anybody, and that's the main thing, Frank, you know.
And that's the Anfield series. Night, gentlemen and ladies. Great show. See you all on Frank's other great shows. Thank you. I'm having it, you know, I'm having, they're like conspiracy theories, but it's like on Friday night, that is. It's about what's going on today. And I'm going to compare it with what went on in the past as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like everything else. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. You know, so it's so easy to say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, to get out of the truth. You see, rather than them saying, you know, calling you a liar, or you've just made that up, or whatever. So they just say, oh, they know that it's the truth, but they say, oh, they don't want to admit it. So they say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory.
But sure, Frank, it's the same. You know, I mean, you could look at that, and you could apply it to the whole Liverpool conversation. You know, if we speak our truth and how we see things, and we have high expectations of the club that we love and adore, then we're told that we're moaners, or we're plastics, or we're glory hunters. God forbid that someone that loves Liverpool would want Liverpool to succeed in all levels of competition. God forbid. But that's, you're called this, you're called that. I've had people questioning my mental health online because I want Liverpool to do well.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous nonsense.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's like young Callum. Can't wait till Saturday's game. Think it'll be hard for them always. Think it'll be hard for them always put up a fight against us. Yeah, you're right, Callum, but we'll beat them. We will beat them.
That's a 3 o'clock kickoff, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's a 3 o'clock kickoff, isn't it?
3 o'clock, yeah. And a good win again, Frank says, Jazz, I hope you're well, mate. I haven't heard from Ali Noosh, you know.
I haven't. You know, and Red Bird. Red Bird as well.
And Callum says, Frank, Sean, guess what? It's a conspiracy theory. He's lovely, him, that lad. I think Jota starts Saturday, says Daz. I wanted them to have minutes, Daz.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think he's starting.
Yeah, so with him not getting any minutes, I don't think he'll start. Oh, but yeah, I've seen him in full training. You know, it's got like watch Liverpool live, you know, training. And he was doing all these. He looked good to me. He looked good to me. And I thought, he's going to go over. He's going to go over. And but if he's not there, if he's not on the bench, or if he is even on the bench, I'll be made up. But I think the front three now will be Salah, Diaz, Gakpo. That's our front three. That'll be our front three. And McAllister's still banned, isn't he?
McAllister is still,
That's who we missed tonight, by the way. I meant to mention it. That's who we missed tonight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know, I mean, creativity.
Him and Kanate. And Kanate. But look, I mean, maybe the fact that the game was postponed against oh my God, I can't think. Everton, I think maybe it might be a blessing in disguise. Get the Fulham game and this game tonight over and done with, and then McAllister comes back alive and kicking, and there we go. But I would have liked to have seen Gravenberch taking a breather today. He didn't.
See, don't you think he plays better? Don't you think he plays better with McAllister though?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
McAllister does everything, you know. You don't see him much, but he gets everybody involved.
But I'll tell you one thing for nothing. I was really, I seen some play there by Jones there today, and I think that guy, he silenced all the critics. I don't think anyone can say a dicky bird about Jones. I thought Jones, played very well in parts, and he's taken on players, and that's good to see. And we need players like that isn't afraid to take a shot outside the box or run at the defenders.
No. See, we all, we know that everyone was not up to even Trent was giving the ball away a few times, a few missed passes, if you know what I mean. And Callum says, we've seen Sloot do Gakpo, Salah, Elliott. Maybe give that a try. It's a good shout, actually, but I'd like to see Diaz. I think Elliott's better coming off the bench because he gives you energy. And don't forget, he's just got over this injury as well. And Callum goes on to say, I want Elliott in number 10. He's not a runner, but he's a creative asset. We've missed to unlock defences. Very good shout.
Yeah.
Very good shout. It's a very good shout, that. So anyway, maybe we can get Myra Page to fly up from South Africa to watch the match with us.
Let's just have a party in Frank's. We'll call it the party in Frank's big brother house. There you go.
I've got a Christmas tree there, pretends it's a jungle. I'm Father Christmas as well.
A Christmas tree. I don't think I'll be wearing a Christmas jumper, although I have one ordered. So if I get that in time, I'll wear it.
Right.
I might sing a Christmas carol outside your door. Who knows? Or a Gloria Estefan song, whichever gets me in quicker.
I didn't know it was her because she had that big floppy hat on and a big bandana around, big sunglasses. I didn't even know what the fuck she was.
There's one song that she sang something like "I'll Do Anything for You," and that song just plays on your heartstrings. To me, I love that song. Love
Do you
it.
know the saddest song ever sung was the saddest song ever sang was "Without You" by Harry Nilsson. I can't give.
Oh Jesus, yes. I thought you were going to say "Fields of Gold" by Ava Cassidy or "Songbird," Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood. No, that nothing can compare to that. And you know, even what's her name, Sinead O'Connor.
Nothing compares to you. Yeah.
Nothing compares.
Which was written by Prince.
Oh yeah, he wrote that, didn't he?
Prince wrote that song. Yeah.
Well, did you know that a fella out of was it Badfinger who wrote what I've just said?
He wrote what? Sorry.
Can't live without you, Nilsson.
Oh yeah.
A Liverpool lad.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh
Was
wow.
it Badfinger? Yeah, I'm sure it was them. But anyway, and you know who wrote I Saw Her Today? I saw her face, and what a face I love. And I knew I had to go away and get down on my knees and pray that they'd go away. Those needles and pins are because of all my pride. The tears I cried to hide. Do you know who sang? Do you know who wrote that?
I don't.
I'm going to surprise you.
Go on.
I'm going to surprise you. I had.
You wrote it.
No, I'm going to tell you.
All right.
Fucking hell. I'd be a millionaire. I wouldn't be doing pods. I'd be doing pods in a box at Anfield.
It'd be like, welcome to Frank's greatest hits. In at number 1, Frank Carlyle.
Yeah, it was. I had. Fucking hell, what's his name? I forget who they had on. One of the main man. Mike. Fucking hell, forget a second name. Jesus. But I had him on.
Yeah.
Mike Pinder.
Oh,
I had
okay.
him on. And I was talking about it on my show, I said, who wrote it between you, needles and pins? He said, we didn't write it. I said, go away. I said, can you tell us who did? He said, yeah. And you know who it was? Bono. Yeah. Not Bono, the Irish fella. But Bono, Sonny and Cher.
Sonny and Cher, yeah. No way.
Sonny Bono, yeah.
Yeah, no, the less said about Bono, the better.
Oh, yeah, I don't like him, mate.
No.
Fucking asshole, him.
One of the first concerts I ever went to was a U2 concert. And, no, Callum, not him.
Great. I was waiting for him to come on, to fucking be honest.
Yeah, I haven't seen our other friend either. Did you manage to block him, did you?
That says, when are you getting Ozzy on, Frank? Ozzy, you?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
Is that what he means?
Must be. I love his Paranoia. Great, Paranoia.
Yeah.
The bass in that's absolutely fantastic. Jehovah's Witness, Sean, trying to educate you at the door.
Callum, I just put on the Ring doorbell and I played Anton Deck and completely confused them.
Yeah, IBR, Love Hurts by Nazareth. That's good. That's good. I had a student come down to my house once, and I had to, I was giving him time to do this essay, very important. And anyway, he came to my house and I brought him in. Went into the kitchen, sat him down. I said, "Do you want a coffee?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Look," I said, "this is 2 weeks overdue. Have you got it with you your essay?" And he went, and I went, "Oh, okay." And he had the radio playing on in the background. And I said, "Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you get it in on time?" I said, "I'm supposed to mark you down, you know, but I won't. I'm doing you the favour." And he was looking at tearful eyes and everything. I said, "I feel sorry for him." And he said, "Me and my girl broke up. It was the first girlfriend he had. And she dumped him.
Oh,
And I'm awfully sorry." And do you know what? Do you know what came on? Honest to God, honest to God. Do you know what came on the radio? The big O's, it's over.
oh, God.
No more.
Well, they say
music
music. They say music is the soundtrack of your life. You know.
that was for him. The same fella. He used to come to, like to the lectures on a bike. And he used to have to pass. He went along the dock, like the canal. Always came along there. And he came in one day. Came in the class. The wheel buckled.
Oh, no.
He was wet. And he had things hanging from him. He was soaking wet. He said, "Sorry, mate. What happened to you?" He fell in the canal. I had to break. So wheel buckled and that. I said, "You'll have to go home." I said, "You can't stay." And the class was in uproar. Do you know when he went out? They were all like that at first. And when he went out, I'm laughing. I did as well.
But you can't but laugh. I mean, and I'm sure he laughed afterwards. Jeffrey Hunt, yeah.
Aussie Football Talk podcast, I mean, Frank. I don't know, Aussie. I don't know an Aussie, to be honest, Taz. I really don't, honestly. Do you know?
No. I used to have a podcast called Talk LFC podcast. I used to be part of it.
Look, Callum's laughing his head. He's going to go to bed. He's going to go to bed dead happy tonight. Liverpool won. You know what I mean? Inter got beat. We're clear now. And
we're all good. We're all good in the hood and we're all happy. It wasn't pretty, but it was sweet and we won. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
You been on us once, Frank, have I? I don't remember it as Aussie.
There's so many channels out there. I couldn't keep up.
If he ever wants to come on, Jazz, let him know.
Yeah.
And let me know if he ever wants to come on. That's no problem. Maybe I gave a good impression because he never invited me back.
I don't know if it's myself.
You called in, okay. Aussie, you called in. I'll see, Daz. I'll see, mate. Anyway, I'll have to finish now. I've got things to do. I've got to clean the table for Sean. I've got to clean the cooker, the fridge. How's all the food in the fridge?
He's going to shoot the turkey out the back now and have the turkey ready for Saturday.
I've got a canal here.
So if you see feathers flying about the place, That's Frank killing the turkey.
Oh yeah. Look. Where's JK gone?
Yeah.
JK didn't like where we were going with this. He said he didn't like the banter. Couldn't take a joke. So that was it. I just said, well, okay, you're better off leaving. So that's it, mate.
That's it.
End of him.
Yeah, I was I was chatting to, is it Fozzie?
Yeah.
And he was on the show with Fozzie, and he said hello and whatever. That was it. Left it at that. But it is what it is. You know, sometimes it's not people's bag, but you know, I'm all about having a bit of banter with people and having a laugh and, you know, joking at my own expense. You know, life is all about having a bit of a laugh. That's if you can't laugh, you know, Frank, you know.
Yeah. It's just, if anyone can, you know, look at these all take the piss out of us. Where's the butler?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Where's the butler?
yeah, you know, where's the butler? Yeah. Don't worry, Sean will be the butler.
I'll be the butler. Yeah, yeah. Frank will be in the black polo neck like the milk tray man, and all because the lady loves.
Yeah, I'll have to get dressed up, won't I? I'll have to get dressed up.
You'll have to be like with the white collar, the dog collar.
Yeah, the Callum. I like this. JK's from South England. No, he's from the Midlands. He's from Coventry. Not yet surprised. Us Northerners aren't snowflakes. Absolutely. He lives in Germany, actually. He lives in Berlin.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
See, the point is that I'm trying to make about JK. He's a nice, lovely fella. But when he phoned me up and he said, I don't like these, like going to Chippy. I said, it's banter. I said, it's a joke. He said, but I don't like it. I'm from the old school. Now, I couldn't come on here and go, listen there, lads, if JK's, late, don't say if he's coming from the Chippy because he doesn't like it. How would that have sounded? So I just said, oh, all right. See ya. Ta-ra.
But sure, look, I mean, people joked about the dogs in the background with me and about King Henry, and so I mean, in fairness, I think JK got off lightly compared to King Henry VIII, who exploded and had pus coming out of his legs. I mean, so I mean, come on.
Well, as Callum says, he's from the old school. Think he might need to go back to school.
I don't know. I'm 46. Frank is what age he is. I like, what is old school? What is new school? I don't think it's old. I think people are getting too goddamn sensitive. It's, when you're amongst friends, you take the Michael out of people. It's a very Irish thing to do as well. I mean,
well, that's why Liverpool is so diverse, you see.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, Frank, when you see Martin takes the piss out of me all the time, and I take the piss back out of him. Do you know what I mean? Adam is a little bit more refined, but can take a laugh and whatever. He's sound. But Martin and myself will rip into each other with jokes, and that's even if we be having a shitty time at home or whatever in our personal lives, we'll take the piss out of each other and we have a laugh, and that's what it's about. For all those who tell us that we're conspiracy theorists or moaners or not real,
bollocks, yeah.
It's a load of bollocks, because we can all joke and we can all be happy with a Liverpool win. We can analyze the game without being worried about offending anyone. The chat know what we're like. So, do you know what I mean? And we can have a bit of banter. You know?
Well, that's what the lads do on here, you know. We have a laugh, and as Callum says, I'm the same. If you can't have a laugh, you can't live. And that's true, that, you know, we can be serious, but Jesus, you know, you've got to have a laugh. You've got to have a laugh.
I mean, I'll tell you guys, and I won't go into too much detail. Years and years ago, I probably had the worst time of my life, and the one way I dealt with it was humor.
Same here.
Was humor.
Same here. You
know what I mean?
Yeah, same here. You've just got to get through, you know, but so fuck him anyway. Fed up talking about him.
I think he probably will regret that conversation that he had with you. You know, I mean, I've recently...
No, we must have thought that I'd turn on my people here, our people. You know, you know,
you've no control over what other people say, Frank.
No way. I'll turn against these lads and women for anyone.
Mm.
And I mean that most sincerely. I really do. Sounds like Huey Green. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream. Do you know my old grandmother did you know Huey Green, Opportunity Knocks and all that?
I've heard of him, but I'm not familiar with him.
Fucking terrible, you know. I want to tell you, friends, and I mean it most sincerely, you know, doing that. And my grandmother used to say to me, you know, if I walked in, Jenny, she was sitting there with an old mate. So an old mate was a typical, like, old Irish lady.
Yeah.
And her name was, do you know what? I never knew her first name. And it was always Mrs. O'Rourke. You know, she was a grey old lady with a bun at the back of her head, very, very slight, with a black shawl around her, you know. And she's that's a right swat. She used to say to me, my grandma, Francis, Huey Green. And I used to have to stand there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck I used to have to do it, you know. Mrs. O'Rourke.
You used to do impressions of him.
To be honest, Mrs. O'Rourke, she always had the snuff, you know. But no, she used to make
yeah.
Fucking coming down, you know.
Oh,
I mean, sincerely, friends, really do. And Callum, big win tonight. Not the prettiest win, but three is all that matters. Sean Dickoff and Frankenstein. You never
Sean
lost.
Dickoff. My God, I'm offended.
Sean Dickoff and Frankenstein.
I'm seriously offended. Sean Dickoff.
Yeah. You're gonna get your leg kicked in.
I'm telling you, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Two of us are gonna go for Callum. Right, Sean, I shall see you
Saturday.
She sounds like Jimmy Cagney. See you later, Sean.
You will indeed. See you later, chat.
Try and give us a ring tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, I will do.
On that WhatsApp thing, okay?
Yeah, I'll give you a shout.
We'll have a chat. All right, mate.
All right, Frank. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy. Let's have it, pal. Young bones will prevail. Absolutely. I wish I was your age. That's it, boys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, IBR. Thank you, everyone out there. Thank you so much. From Sean and I. Ciao.